If you've been playing Realm of the Mad Gun for a while, you probably know about the daily quest room. This is where you can claim your daily login rewards every single day, and you can also complete daily quests. Now, usually, you go here to complete event quests. There's currently a Into Shards and Pieces event going on right now, but there's also regular daily quests that refresh every single day. People don't usually do these, and today we're going to find out why by doing as many as possible. So every day, you're going to get one in-game quest, one early game quest, 2 standard quests that give standard quest chests, 2 mighty quests that give mighty quest chests, that's this one and this one. On miscellaneous quests, these are various things. Today we have eggs for dinner, which gets you a pet food item. 1 potion fusion quest, this can be any of the 8 staff potions. Today it's life. And a scout quest. This is 1 mark for 2 potions from that dungeon's potion, or if it's a dungeon with multiple potions, then you'll get 1 of each of those potions. So we're going to start with the Scout the Sewers quest, because the life fusion quest, this one's repeatable. You can do this one as many times as you want. It's just a quality of life thing. We're not going to be bothering with that today. So that means that the first quest up is Scout the Sewers, since it's the easiest, just 1 toxic sewers dungeon. Oh goodness, what have I done? To get a dungeon mark, you have to kill the boss of the dungeon that the mark is for. For example, we kill Gulbert the Slime God to get a mark of Gulbert. The mark is a guaranteed drop, and it will be given to all players who got soulbound damage. You've probably seen it countless times. Maybe you don't know what it does. Well, you're supposed to take it to the daily quest room to complete your daily quests. Marks also have a bit of use in the item forge. You can use it to forge items from the dungeon. As you can see, the Void Blade, which is a drop from Toxic Sewers, requires 1 mark of Gulbert to forge. So you need to click on your mark of Gulbert and click on some items that you'd want to forge it with, as you can see here. I'm not going to forge with those items though, because that would be a waste of items. Instead, I'm going to take my mark to the Daily Tinkerer, the daily quest room, where I can exchange it for 2 potions of defense. Now that's a pretty good deal. You can do this every single day. It's always a Godlands dungeon, so it shouldn't take you more than a few minutes. It took me under 5 minutes. That was only like 2 minutes to get that token, and that was 2 defense potions for a very small amount of time. Now, all these other quests, however, people usually don't bother with, and we're going to find out why today. Starting with the Queen Bee. This is the beginner quest for today. Requires 4 mark of the Queen Bee. This drops from the Hive, and we get a beginner's quest chest for that. So let's go find 4 hives. The Hive is actually a pretty rare dungeon, so this could take a while. If you happen to get the Queen Bee quest, the Hive is a common drop from Wasp Queens and a guaranteed drop from Warrior Bees. Both of these can be found in the Midlands. We left the... I think you want to be in the darker, paler green area. Though this has no logical backing, so it might be false. Actually, no. I am the expert. I've played this game for a little while. So whatever I say is factual. Chrysalis Blueprint drops from the Crystal Prisoner. Here we go. Hi. Bye. Oh, it's Spider Swarm. I gotta be on my guard. Dungeon modifiers are kind of silly. I might do a video about those sometime. Oops. And there you go. 4 net hives. That was very easy, actually. So just like the Scout the Sewer, we're going to take our 4 marks to the Tinker so that we can claim our reward of a beginner's quest chest. Now, the beginner's quest chest is going to be able to drop the 4 lesser rainbow potions, that is Vitality, Wisdom, Speed, and Dexterity, but you'll also be able to get all the untiered drops from the dungeons that are used to complete these quests, that is the Hive, Pirate Cave, Forest Maze, Spider Den, and Forbidden Jungle. Right here we got a bee egg. This is a drop from the Hive. It's a novelty, it doesn't really do anything special, but it's fun to have. We'll carry that for the rest of the video, why not? We also got a Potion of Wisdom, like I said. It's pretty common to get a potion from these, but it's not guaranteed. All the other quest chests guarantee at least 1 potion. This one does not. Our next quest is That's the Spirit. This is one of the unorthodox quests. Instead of doing just one of a dungeon, like with the Ghost Pirate for example, you have to do a variety of dungeons. We have to do Cemetery, Magic Woods, Undead Lair, and Sprite World, and that's for a standard quest chest. Magic Woods is an issue and Cemetery is a pain to run. I already found a Sprite World though. Sprite Worlds are everywhere. Maybe we'll find a constellation of Draconis in this one. Oh, what? What? Another Mace of the Celestial Form. Okay, that's rigged. Also a Q-band. What? Oh, I need the mark. I almost forgot to pick up the mark. That's the entire reason I'm here. It would be ridiculous to not pick it up. Is Craig here, though? No Craig, but if you made it this long into the video, it probably means you're enjoying what you're seeing, in which case you should subscribe. Yeah, I'm doing this, sorry. It's true, though. Oh, looks like that was a pet collector. We got a pet egg from that. And there's our mark that we wanted, and as well as the potion of wisdom. Let's just do a quick cemetery. I'm just kidding. There's no such thing as a quick cemetery. The Ghost of Scold specializes in wasting your time. Ah! And now, just like all the other quests, you go here, turn in the marks. The marks will be consumed, and you get a standard quest chest. The standard quest chest will be able to drop all the rainbow stat potions, as well as a chance at life and mana. You'll also be able to get all the possible untiered items from all of the dungeons used to make these chests. That's mostly the mountains dungeons. What will you get though? Just an attack potion. This is guaranteed a potion, but as you can see here, you're only guaranteed one potion. You also get miscellaneous tiered equipment, in this case a tier 4 mage steel quiver, but absolutely nothing remarkable and not worth the time it took to find that magic woods especially. Though it is worth considering that you do still get loot from the dungeons you run to get this quest chest, so if you just want to run random dungeons and have a goal to work towards, the quest could be worth your time. Now, next up, we're going to start trying to do multiple of these at once because they require encounter dungeons. Demon Hunter will require Bits of Demons and Mountain Temple. The Ghost Pirate will require Davy Jones. It's Davy Jones's locker, believe it or not. And the Effigy will require a single mark of the Effigy. This is from the Cave of 1,000 Treasures, which is a very rare mountains dungeon. But you can also get it from a treasure map, which you actually get from a different quest that we did not see today. That's Run the Table. Actually, while Oryx 3 is in chat, Oryx 3 has a mark, but not a quest. You'll be able to get marks of the Exalted God. These aren't used for a daily quest, they are only used in the item forge. Oh, I got another one of these. Oh, and the realm's closed. I'm going to a different server. Oh, wait, that's the Lucky Djinn. Regular Djinns will have a very rare chance to drop the Cave of 1,000 Treasures, but a Lucky Djinn will be guaranteed to drop the Cave of 1,000 Treasures. Watch out for the boomerang shots though, these always kill people. Lucky Gods are also guaranteed to drop stat potions, which is useful. Since the Cave of 1,000 Treasures is so rare, and it doesn't have any untiered drops, the daily quest for it only requires one mark. So if you save a Cave of 1,000 Treasures, it might be worth running it to get the mark, and then saving the mark until you get the daily quest. The Mighty Quest chest will be able to drop life and mana in addition to all the other potions, as well as untiered items from all of the Mighty level dungeons. That's stuff from encounters such as Davy Jones's Locker, the Third Dimension, or Tomb of the Ancients. Okay, one thing to know about realm encounters, they're stupid, that's what. Normally I'd wait until tomorrow and then I'd record again and I'd complete this video, but daily quests don't work like that. Tomorrow I'm gonna have different quests, so I'm not gonna be able to complete these. That's the Ghost Pirate and Demon Hunter and the Colossus. These take quite some time because these are all encounter dungeons. Davy Jones drops from the Ghost Ship, Mountain Temple drops from the Jade and Garnet statues, and the Lost Halls drops from the Lost Century. The Lost Halls also takes quite some time to run. This Demon Hunter quest requires Mighty Dungeon marks. The Mountain Temple is a Mighty level dungeon, but this only gives a standard quest chest. So it's probably not worth doing ever, because why would you do that? The Mighty level quests usually require encounter dungeon marks, but they can also require epic dungeons. That's the Deadwater Docks, Woodland Labyrinth, Crawling Depths, and Sulphurous Wetlands. Since those are easy to find, it may be worth it if you have one of those four, but if it's an encounter dungeon, I wouldn't really prioritize it because these are a pain to find, and the Mighty Quest chest doesn't give all that great rewards. The Epic Quest, however, drops an Epic Quest chest. This is unique for each of the different Epic quests, one for each of the Exaltation dungeons except Oryx Sanctuary. They all require 3 marks from their respective dungeon, and will give you the Epic Quest chest, which can drop greater potions, as well as the loot from that specific Epic dungeon. Now, I'm not actually able to complete the Colossus quest today, however, I do have a few Marble Epic Quest chests saved up, so we're going to open one of those right now and see what we get. And we got Useless, and that's a lot of pots. Whoa. So there you have it, daily quests in Realm with the Mad God. Should you do them? Well, you could if you want to. I wouldn't prioritize them, but they can be a nice thing to work towards if you're playing Realm with the Mad God anyway. Don't make a fuss if you miss them. You're not really missing out on much. There's a couple potions, and that's about it. Though the Effigy quest is worth doing. It gives you a loot drop potion, which is a popular item. The epic quests all give lucky clovers when you complete them. As you can see, I completed one of those a couple days ago. You're also going to want to look out for the Run the Table quest. That gives you the treasure map, which opens the Cave of 1,000 Treasures so that you don't have to find it should you get the effigy quest. But that's about it for daily quests. Maybe they'll get reworked one day. Actually, I forgot about this one. This one is never worth doing. Also, if you're wondering why my character's glowing red, I died with a lot of fame.